What's up, YouTube? Georgia Silver Hunter back, and today we'll be hunting 2 boxes of half dollars from our local Fifth Third Bank. Hoping to find some silver. We were hot on the silver for a little while. It's been cooling off a little bit, so we're hoping we get back on it here soon. Because there's nothing better than finding a box loaded with that good silvery stuff. So with that said, let's jump into these rolls. All right, so let's jump into maybe the first 5 or 10 rolls together. And while I'm doing that, I would like to let you guys know I did film that dollar box, $1,000 worth of dollars, just the other day. I've still got to edit that video and get it out. I'm probably going to get this half dollar video out first, though. But I've got that. I know I've got a quarter video coming, so stay tuned to the channel for additional hunts coming here next week. Hopefully you guys can tune in and catch all of those. But if you're new to the channel and you wonder what I'm doing here, we are buying boxes of half dollars from the bank. Pretty much these days you have to order them. Banks don't keep these in stock regularly. So you do have to order them. My bank gets them in late in the week. I have to order them sort of on Monday, Tuesday, and they come in Thursday, Friday. And anyway, so we're hunting these half dollars. We're going through and looking for silver. And the first step is I usually open 5 to 10 on camera. We're looking at those edges for silver. And if we don't see it, that's okay, because I'll go back through them looking for mint errors and varieties. And you may be wondering, what is a mint error or variety? Well, it's something like a double die obverse. It's something like a no FG. And if we find one of those, I will be sure to bring you guys in. We'll talk all about it. As a matter of fact, I found a 1974 D double die obverse in a video just like a week ago, maybe. And I can leave a link to that video right up here if you want to go see that, because I do a really big deep dive into what the markers are for that 1974 D double die obverse are, and its value and why it's kind of cool to hunt for them. So make sure you check that out. But I do have a document in the description down below this video where it calls out all the things I hunt, whether it be half dollars, nickels, dimes, pennies, quarters, and I have added a section for dollars because I did my first dollar hunt just the other day. It was a ton of fun. I look forward to getting that video out for you guys. So like I said, stay tuned. Well, this is roll number 10. So far, I haven't seen anything too interesting or exciting. So like I said previously, I will go through this looking for all those varieties. If I find one, we'll talk about it. If not, I'll just bring you in at our first find. So just getting through those first 10 rolls, we're actually getting through roll number 3, and we've come across our first NIFC of the hunt. It's a 2009 Philadelphia. NIFC stands for not intended for circulation. And if you don't have my cheat sheet handy, those were the 1970, which was also 40% silver, the 1987, and 2002 through 2020. Those were all just not released into general circulation. They were either released only in mint sets, or they were made for rolls for collectors, only made enough by the mint, and you had to buy them through the mint. So these really shouldn't be in circulation, but you find them all the time. So first find of the hunt, and hopefully we'll find some more. Okay, so we're well into the bottom half of this box. We are on roll, what is that, 29. You can see I've already rewrapped a lot of the box. I didn't bring you in along the way. I did find a 2002, a 2006, and I'm up to maybe like 5 2009s for the NIFCs. But here is roll, I think, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll 29. Got the paper pulled back, and we've got what we've been looking for this entire hunt. We've got, I think, a piece of silver. Probably 40% silver. And that would be your years 1965 to 1970. Let's see what we got here. It is a 1967. So we have silver on the hunt, which means it's a success. So 1967 Philadelphia. Love that silver. So we're getting through rolls 31 through 40, and this is actually cleaning up roll 32, I believe, or 33, and we've come across a San Francisco clad proof. Now, we know it's San Francisco because it has that big old S mint mark right there. Proofs also have a frosted finish on the raised areas, and the fields are more of a mirror finish. Now, this has been through some pretty heavy circulation, so it's worn, but you can still see that it's a much shinier coin than, say, this one, right? That's a very matte finish. There's no mirror to that, but this one has it. And, of course, that telltale San Francisco mint mark. Now, you always want to check the edges because in the later years, they did start making San Francisco proof sets again out of silver. I can't remember what year it was exactly. I know I have like a 1998 silver proof set, and I know that's got a San Francisco silver proof in it. So anyway, I just don't remember which year it started. So you always want to check that edge to make sure it's not silver. This is just clad, so we're going to put it up here as a proof find. And we have been adding to our NIFC stack. You can see we've got another 2006. I think we found a 2002 and a 3 and maybe a 4 along the way. I can't remember which ones I showed you earlier. But these guys have all been found along the way. And I tell you what, I'm going to get through these and we're going to go ahead and open those last 10 rolls together. Now that we found 1 or 2 finds, maybe we'll get lucky and find one more cool thing here in those last 10 rolls. So anyway, let me get back to it. All right, let's get into those last 10 rolls together, and I'm going to take them out in the order we would have normally gone through them in the box. So we see this in the proper order here. So at least in the order I always take them out. All right, there we go. You can't see all of them, but trust me, they're there. They just kind of go off the screen there a little bit. But we've got 10 left. So we are going to go ahead and get into roll number 41. All right, we got kind of a thick edge on there. Maybe a proof. Maybe just nothing. Just a really nice 1988. Here's roll number 42. Nothing in there. Roll number 43. All right, now that really white shiny thing there, that's probably a 2021 or a 2022. According to Redbook, these are still NIFCs. This is a 2022 Philadelphia. They're really low mintage, and according to Redbook, they are also NIFCs. I don't hang on to them because they release tons and tons of them into circulation. I know that because I've gotten full boxes of them. But we did get another 2009 Philadelphia. We got another one of those for the hunt. We just throw that 2022 back because we don't want it. We don't care. But a lot of people do hang on to them because they are so low mintage. I've found there's not a whole lot of value in them today, and I don't know how long it may be before they become valuable. And like I said, because they've released boxes and boxes of them into circulation, you know, I won't say every box, but every second, third, fourth box I get, they're just loaded with them. So I don't really hang on to them. All right, 5 left. This is roll number 46. See here, one little shiny guy, maybe 2, a couple of bicentennials. 1971 there on the end. Nothing in there. 3 left. Come on, silver. We got 1. Let's not be a one and done. Oh, wait, look. Couldn't even get the words out of my mouth. Right there, and you can see this is a bank sealed roll. A lot of people lately calling me that I'm faking these things and loading them. But that's going to be a 90% silver hiding in there. Let's get the paper off of this thing. We were 1 away from it being on the end. And that is blast white. No mint mark on the back, so if it's a 64, it's a Philly. Let's see. And it is. We have 90% silver on the box. So we got a 40% silver and a 90% silver in this box. So that makes it a double success in my book. Any box that has silver is a win. When you find 90% silver, it's a big deal. Silver's down, premiums are down, so I don't know what that's going for on the market. I want to say Monument Metals clearing silver out, junk silver out right now for about 20 times face, 19.8 times face. So, you know, even at Monument Metals, that's almost a $10 coin. So not bad for picking it up for face value. And of course, the 40% silver is worth about 40% of that. So at melt, it's worth about $350 today. With premiums, probably closer to $380 or so. All right, well, that was the very last roll. I don't see any other silver in there. So I'm going to go back through these looking for some errors, and we'll do a quick wrap up. But so far, you know the big scores, right? The 64 90%er, and I think it was a 67. Yeah, it was a 67 40%er. Okay, well, we've got everything boxed up except that one roll because we had so many finds. We were actually just 2 coins light of a full roll of things that we wanted to pull aside and show you guys. So we'll start with the silver because that was the really big deal here. We had that 1967 Philly 40%er, that 1964 90%er. I already talked about the value a little bit of that, about that earlier, but we did have that 2000 San Francisco proof, which I'll be hanging on to just because I hang on to all my proofs that I find. Really, no matter the condition, unless they're just really, really, really cruddy. But something like this, I'd hang on to. The NIFCs, as I said earlier in the video, start at 2002 to go to 2020, and we found one 2002, a couple of 2003s, a really awful 2004 there, and a decent-looking Denver one up there. We had 2 2006s, and I think 7 2009s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those, and one much more current 2017 Denver. For me, I have filled 4 or 5 or 6 books now. I actually have NIFC books from 2002 all the way to 2022. Knowing 21 and 22 aren't NIFCs, I include them anyway in my store at gacoinsandcollectibles.com if you're interested in buying a fully filled out set. But for now, most of these are going back to the bank. So with that said, we're going to put our silver aside. We're going to put our one proof aside. We're going to get this roll back in here and get into box number 2. Well, here we are with box number 2. I've already cut the tape just to get it open so we wouldn't be struggling with that on camera. And a quick inspection of the top rack earlier. We do have some new looking coins. These are probably going to be 2021s or 2022s. Outside of that, I didn't see any proofs. I can't recall if I saw an NIFC. I might have seen one, but no silver. That's the big thing we're looking for anyway. But we're going to go ahead and keep on getting through these this second box. And let's do those first maybe 5 rolls on camera together. And if it's not looking like we're finding anything, I'll just add in some music. And I will fast forward. Oh, before I get to that, lots of marked coins. We haven't seen this in a good long while. The what a lot of hunters will do is they'll get these, they'll edge hunt them, and they'll just take a black marker and run them down the edge so that they know they've seen them before. Oh, I'm just really hopeful we don't have a whole box like this. That's going to be really disappointing. Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of those. Look at that. We might not even hunt this for varieties, because if you found one and they were all marked up, they're not going to be worth much because they're damaged. It's just a 1995. All right, well, looks like we're not going to fast forward because we've had some marked coins to talk about. But let me go ahead and do one more on camera, and then I'll go off camera and bring you guys in if we find anything. If this looks like it's a whole box full of marked coins, we may just be cutting to the end, and apologies for a short box number 2 in advance if it happens. There's a 2021 Philly. All right, hopefully see you soon. And just like that, we are at the end. There were tons and tons of marked rolls in this box, so I ended up not really hunting too much for errors in this one. I did come across one 2005 Philadelphia NIFC, and like I told you in the first box, it's not something that I'm going to hang on to. So that's going to go in there, and I can close up that roll now. That's okay, because box number 1 was a winner. The proof is always nice, but anytime we can find some 40% silver and some 90% silver in a box, it is a win and made it all worth it. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know. Drop on down below and click that like button and leave me a comment. If you're new to the channel and you like coin roll hunts and you want to catch more of them, make sure you click on that subscribe button and then click on that little bell and select all so you get notified each and every time I release a new video. And while you're down there, leave me a comment. Let me know you're new to the channel. Special shout out to our channel members. Really appreciate that. Even at the lowest level, you typically get to see my videos anywhere from a couple of hours to a day early. So make sure if you're interested in the memberships, check out that link. It's also in the description down below. I've also got links to all the equipment I use, the checklist that I mentioned earlier. There's all kinds of interesting links down there. Make sure you do check that out. And with that, I've got a couple more videos coming out. I mentioned the dollar video, the dollar hunt that I did, and I've got another quarter hunt in queue. So all that's coming soon. You guys take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.